Now he's working out, I think, for the Raiders or somewhere. But that's kind of what it comes down to, though. That's kind of what it comes down to. Urban Meyer, when things don't go your way, you get brought under fire, you retire. Brett Favre, you retire, you come back, you retire, you come back. And partly, though, I do get it. I'm not a professional sports athlete, but you get that itch, you want to come back. Another example, Jason Witten. But in some instances, especially in coaching, coaches retire when they're under pressure and when they are going to get fired anyway and when they've done something illegal. Urban Meyer, again. Now there's links to, which I don't think it's a true story, but there is some truth and some lie to everything. If the USC job comes up, would Urban Meyer go there? Would he come out of retirement and go there? I do think he's going to work on his health. But retirement is not being used as retirement. It's being used as a break. Which, just call it a break. Don't call it retirement. And I do think Connor's going to come back and fight Cowboy, though. Chief says, Ben, how you know what Steph is going to do? I'm just going by what he has done. If he has a horrible game, he comes back around and does not have the same game going back to back. So on to the Kentucky Derby, which it was coming across that maximum security won. A couple minutes later, maximum security was disqualified for entering into the race with other horses, and Country House was named the winner. That one completely caught me off guard. I don't think we've ever seen this. I think this is a first in the Kentucky Derby that we've seen this. I think this is the first that we've ever seen this happen. Unexpected for a change to happen like this. But the owner of Maximum Security is appealing this result. They're also saying that he will not be in the Preakness. So there's some drama with the Kentucky Derby. That was a crazy ending. It definitely was. We've had a lot of crazy ending in sports too. Kentucky Derby, that Spurs Nuggets game, the Warriors Rockets ending to that game. But it gives me a lot to talk about. I blame the Kentucky Derby on the Saints. Chief says, Ben, it was a money thing. And money does rule. The song, or the line in the song, cash rules everything around me, is true. And it rules even more in sports, period. So yeah, crazy ending. Also, XFL dropping news that they have announced partners for the new XFL 2020. ABC, ESPN, Fox Sports, and Fox Sports 1. Now, if this is true, that gives you access to really 100, well, I guess I would say 95% of the people, because the only way you can't watch ABC is if you don't have a TV. And there is probably not that very many people that don't have a TV at all. But on ESPN, on ABC, Fox Sports, and Fox Sports 1. That's a great start. Now, what are you going to put on the field that's going to be better than last time? What are you going to put on the field that has to be better than the AAF? And is it going to be good enough to stay on TV and to exist this time? I don't know, but all I got to say is they got a great start with these networks. It was the last. They will be done by season. Done. I think you're talking about XFL. But it's exciting. It's exciting to see other football organizations try to get involved in the sport of football. It is interesting. All of them have failed. All of them. The Arena Football League failed. AAF failed, XFL failed, and I thought the AAF was going to be better because they were on CBS, but they went bankrupt. So, but the XFL will not have an issue of going bankrupt because McMahon has a boatload of money. It's a matter of what is going to be on the field. What is it going to look like? Is it going to appeal to the football watcher? And that's the questions that I have. That is the questions that I have. And only time will tell. So it comes to the point in time of the show for the Benny Awards to the top performers of the weekend. Put those in the chat room. I will go through mine as well. But to break it down, you have an Emmy, you have Oscars, you have Grammys, and then you have Bennies to the top performers of the weekend, named after none other than myself, obviously. So my first one goes to Canelo. Canelo took care of business. He won again. He is now 52-1-2. His last fight that he lost was the Floyd Mayweather. That was 5 years ago. Jacobs is now 35-3-1. But I got to give a Benny to him. He raised the belt. He unified everything. So I got to give one to him. Chief says go to the Kentucky Derby. I agree with that too. Also Kawhi, man. Kawhi is doing his thing. He is quiet. Kawhi doesn't talk a lot. Kawhi probably doesn't care to talk a lot. But when he gets on that court, he is an animal. He is not afraid to hit clutch shots, to shoot the ball when he needs to shoot it. Had 39 and 14 rebounds. Kawhi gets one from me. Also, Nikola Jokic, who again, 4 triple-doubles in these playoffs. 4 triple-doubles. I don't have the stat in front of me, but I don't think anyone has more than him. And he is doing it all over the floor. All over the floor. Jokic, I'm going to give him one too. And then James Harden. James Harden with that step-back 3. Money. It was wet, that step-back 3. I don't know how he does it. I honestly don't know. And I've tried to shoot a NBA range 3-point jumper, and I was barely hitting the rim. I was basically throwing it at the rim, and it wasn't going in. Now, James Harden practiced a lot, but still, hitting a step-back jumper like that, which he does, he had 41, 9, and 6. I got to give one to James Harden. We will see what happens tonight. Let me see. Comments. Maximum security got robbed. The horse that came in second wasn't impeded when he drifted out. Great point. Great point. Mochi says Benny Award to the Joker. Thank you, Knox, for tuning in. If you go back and look at other races, this happens all the time. Shout out to JB Jennings in the building. Thank you for tuning in. And I think, like what Chief said, it really could just be about the money, because money rules sports. It does. In a lot of situations, there's a lot of questionable calls. Saints, like Mochi said. So it is true. But if you guys have any other Benny Award winners, you can have as many as you want. I got 4. So it's like the Grammys. You have multiple Grammys, different categories. So if you got more than one, put it in there. It is free to put as many in there as you want. And homework assignment for everybody. I want you to go back and look up that Sprite commercial. I want you to go back and look up that Sprite commercial. Get a good laugh today. Get a good laugh in your belly. And just imagine Steph Curry being that guy, getting hung on the rim and falling to the ground. I think it would definitely give you a midday laughter that you have not had yet. So that's a little homework assignment for you guys to go do that Throwback Monday for you. So any questions from the chat room? Since we got a couple minutes left, any questions from the chat room? Story coming out 1 minute ago. Warriors injured center DeMarcus Cousins appears to be progressing positively. Looks like a video of him working out on the court. So very interesting to see if he does choose to come back. Obviously, it's his choice. It's his opinion. Side note here, as I'm scrolling around through Bleacher Report, have you guys seen the new Chevy Blazer that just came out? Have you seen the new Chevy Blazer that just came out? Chevy Blazer, which went away, I don't know how many years ago, but they're coming back with the new one. I do kind of like it. It kind of looks like a Durango a little bit. They're definitely going to get people to buy it because it's a Chevy, I think. But also, when you come back with new, better, bigger and better models, people normally do buy it just for that fact. Let's see a couple comments. I will give a Benny to 3 African-American sisters who are 2019 Miss USA, Miss America, Miss USA, Miss America, Miss Teen USA. Definitely shout out to them. And a round of applause. Black Girl Magic in the building. Doing their thing. The people standing in line to collect their tickets or their winnings were stunned. I bet they were. I bet you are. You get to the front of that line and you're like, yeah, I'm here to cash my winnings, please. And I'm like, yeah, it was just changed. Sorry. You actually owe us now. My coworker could have won $6,000 on the Kentucky Derby. He was upset. I bet he was. I bet he was upset. I wonder if the first person in line got paid out before they overturned the race. I wonder that too. And they were running to the car. They were probably sprinting to the car. They went straight Michael Johnson to the car. Like, you're not about to catch me. I'm about to get to the car real quick and skirt out of here. James Harden's 6'5" son. I don't know what that was in regards to, Pops. Real deal, that was messed up. Yeah, 6 G's that you could have won. Yeah, you having a stomach ache today. You probably called in today from work. If I was first in line, I got paid, and I would have hauled. I bet you, everybody. I would have ran the fastest I ever ran in my life, getting out of there. All right, so I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Weekend Wrap-Up Show. You know what time it is. Time to get back to the JOB. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Each and every person in the chat room, much appreciated. Much love. Coming up next on the network, we have DJ Knox coming on at 3:30 Central. I may be coming on later, depending on. I got an interview scheduled that could potentially go down tonight. Also, midnight Love Jones coming on at 10 Central, 11 Eastern, with none other than the greatest. Also, Posting in the Paint with ABM, the Angry Black Man, will be coming up on his network, so make sure to tune in to that. We'll give you some great sports talk and some honest opinions and some laughs. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day. Much love to everyone. I will be back tomorrow with the Dope Music Podcast, bringing you something different. I'm going to bring you some jazz. So come tune in, rank each song. Let me know how you feel, and I'm out. Peace.